Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the kickoff race for this weekend full of matches for the SGLIVE 2024 Any% Tournament Super Metroid. I'm super excited to have this race. Again, for the people who don't know, this is a reschedule from the Wednesday race due to unfortunate mishaps for MrGuyAverage console. But today we have MrGuyAverage versus omnigazer, both running KPDR. My name is Timon, and I'm joined by the lovely MM2. MM2, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Timon. This is going to be a really good race between two KPDR giants recently. Um, both of them have just been taking the KPDR world by storm in recent years. MGA with a PB of 43.15 and Omni with, I think, some 44. Both of which are elite KPDR times, not to be messed with. So, should be a really excellent race, and I'm looking forward to see what the runners will put on.
Definitely, and here we're starting off directly with series, with not much going on, just quick series. See how the series goes at the end, which time we'll get, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. This is only the first 2 minutes of the run. A lot can happen, everything can happen.
Yeah,
Like you said,
exactly. Go
MG,
ahead.
Mr. Average, or as we call him, MGA, low 43, very good time. So the world record is a 42:14 from Behemoth.
Mhm.
Um, and that's just a minute behind. So it's not much room for error. Usually in KPDR, the races are could be very like stale. The boss fights are really can be very consistent, but we'll see what happens today.
Yeah. KPDR is a lot less about checking all the boxes and not losing 30 seconds at any one trick than New Red is. It's a lot more about just consistent movement, consistent room strats, and having good boss fights throughout the whole run. But the boss fights are a lot less punishing than in New Route. You're spending a lot less time in those rooms. Like, you're saving 50 seconds on your Ridley fight. Not 50, more like 40 seconds on your Ridley fight in New Route. You're saving everything else is like pretty much the same. New Mother Brain's a lot shorter, but Ridley's a lot shorter. Mother Brain's a lot shorter, just because you have so much better beams. You get to move faster through a lot of rooms. You're just doing more rooms because the route is less efficient. But it's still a really good route. It's really competitive, and I'm excited.
Always fun to hear to like there are many more rooms. That means many more door transitions, elevator rides. So the in-game time, both categories are actually quite similar. It's just the real time, which is where's the difference due to routing.
Yeah, I don't actually know the IGT record for KBDR, but I've heard that the IGT is a lot closer than the RTA is. So yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Now
We're
we are.
starting off very synced so far. Just slightly ahead for MGA, but not much. Seeing the first moonfalls in these two rooms, Parlor and Climb. Going down a lot easier than going back up. We'll see that in a
Yeah,
minute.
nice weave moonfall from Omni. That's a tough trick. Saves like a couple frames, someone like the 20-ish frame range, but it's a sick trick. So glad he got it. I don't know if he went for it last race. Can't remember.
I'm pretty sure he did, yeah.
Yeah, MJ still a little bit ahead, just like a second going into Retro Brim. MGA, what are you doing? Brother put his controller down. Anyways, but they both get pink morphs though, so this this shows
But
that both of the runs will be good.
it's an even race for sure.
Mhm.
Those looks like going for the traditional down back strat here in construction down.
Yep, does require you to have angle down, so you'll see some runners like Behe not go for it. They'll go for a strat over the top instead, but um, traditional down back just good old consistent strat and both get the single shot up, and now we'll be exiting Retro Run into three of the most challenging rooms in the first 5 minutes. Pit Room, Revisit, Climb, Up, and Parlor Up. Really, really tough rooms, very nuanced, so we'll see how they can do.
Definitely. You see if we can see some pit room deboost here, very technical strats. Watching Omni, nice backup from Omni, backup deboost there to get a little bit of distance with the deboost. And very synced into the climb, both are doing wall jump climb.
MGA misses a ledge grab. It's gonna lose a little bit of time. And Omni messes up the ending. Omni's still ahead out of the end, though.
Doesn't get hit at the ending, and MGA takes a safe ending. Seems like goes for a left side parlor.
Yeah, MGA does a unique ending and then does a left side parlor strat. I don't know why, but he does.
I mean, it's pretty comfortable. I just recently switched to the good ending, but the ending he did, it's just a very... It's the old ending pretty much, right? Where you kill the last pirates and jump through the door.
Yeah, I've been having issues with the good ending recently, so I'm tempted to switch back to MGA's ending. I was doing it for a while. But either way, they're both at Bonterizo at good times. So Omni is still a little bit ahead. Hopefully he can get some good missile drops. That's a really good drop spread.
That's a lot of missile drops.
Nice. Omni's very happy with that. MJ can make this work as well. Nice.
It's always comfy if you have some missiles to spare for after the fight. Just makes it a safe bets to get at least some missiles out of the fight and not get scammed by drops.
Yeah, then you can also play your BT drop spread more aggressively and just try to leave the room faster rather than stick around and hope that you actually get full missiles. But both of his runners have 5 missiles. Omni gets the good door open, just needs to actually shoot this last waiver. MJ does a little bit differently. It's going to have to jump here, I think?
Yeah, he has to jump for that missile.
Yep. So it loses a little bit of time.
And a lot of people don't know it anymore. In Old Road KPDR, we do have enough health. We don't need to fight Phantom early. So running through the pirates, which in sum with the next room after the elevator is slightly faster.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually loses time in the room to run through the pirates, even accounting for having to stop for a drop, but you lose enough time in the elevator room that it ends up saving time. So now they're going to be going on to Mock Ball and nice deboost from Omni. Let's see if MJ can do the same. Does a little faster strat, so saves a couple frames, but Omni still a couple second lead. Skips that missile drop. Don't really need it
to drop.
Yeah,
MJ exactly.
MJ goes.
In PRKD, you definitely want to get the drop there. Extra missiles, any extra missiles for Phantom is a nice addition, but in KPDR. It's just a bonus. You can get away with 0 extra missiles, depending on your strats entering crate. But having some additional missiles is also nice because you can carry them through the boss fight, through crates, into Upper Norfair.
Yeah, it's just like less time you have to spend farming in Batcave, mostly. But yeah, it's not like you're saying. It's not a necessity. You can just count on skipping that waiver drop, and then if you get it, you get it. Omni having a little bit
nice charge time there from Omni, though. Like
absolutely,
that's a really good pace.
Yeah, they're both playing
keeping the lead right here.
And just caught up like a little bit since sprint elevator, I think. Oh, Omni misses the gate shot, and MJ misses the boost.
Equal.
I think it might have saved Omni time over MGA, but I think they're like a second apart. So really nice, really good sync. All right, Omni gets the
nice morpho weave.
And MGA bonks the last ripper. Nice, and MGA falls on the ledge. Omni did a second particle boost versus MJ's first particle boost. So Omni got sent higher and didn't bonk the ledge. Just went straight through the door. Saved a little bit of time. But MJ does have a bunch of extra missiles. 3 isn't like the end of the world at all, but
yeah,
it is nice.
his health is still good to take any damage here, any damage boost, etc. Run through crate spikes and still get the lag reduction. So you want 84 at this point, at least. Otherwise, you kind of want to adjust your strategies depending if you still want to do the lag reduction for crate.
Yeah.
It's always fun to do the math here. Okay, like jumping over mini crate spike is like 7 frames slower. Fun fact, we used to do it every time because no one knew it was faster to run through the spike. So that's an option if you are slightly low on health.
Omni shooting crate boulders. Saves like a little time in theory on lag. Nice, they both get crate for kill.
That's very important.
Absolutely.
Question chat, is this a re-race? Yes, this is a reschedule from the Wednesday race. Because MrGuyAverage MGA's console decided that it didn't want to happen. And Omni, the sportsman he is, they decided to reschedule it all over.
Yeah, instead of just taking the win right there, which you could have done, then Omni decided to offer the re-race. So here they are playing once more.
Both of them very nice resources. There's often times where you don't have enough missiles, and it could get really awkward in the pirate room if you have to pseudo screw and even collect the drop.
Nice through the room mock ball for both of them. Omni will be getting that crate tank, so will be surrendering the lead at least for now. But yeah, sorry to interrupt.
That's all good. It's a nice grab on the crate tank too. The crate tank room it's not easy to do optimal.
Yeah, there's a couple different strats you can do there that are all good. There's the bomb strat, and then you can missile the B-toms. So there's a couple different ways you can go about doing the room. You don't have to actually get the drops though in this category, unlike 100% where you want the drops to fill your reserves.
High jump pickup, energy tank pickup. Most likely both runners. No, Omni actually opens the door, which is the indicator that it's probably gonna pick up the high jump missiles. So it's mostly preference. Like in this route, you can either pick up the high jump missiles or the ocean missiles later, where you spark across. And it's pretty much preference overall, which you like to pick up.
Yeah. High jump missiles let you have more missiles for upper north air, but mode missiles are like theoretically slightly faster. It really just depends. Since like right now, Omni's on 15 missiles, MJ's on 4. So MJ will really
Omni could do any shot with a missile at this point with that amount.
Like Omni has infinite missiles right now. Both runners are likely to finish on 20 missiles though, since they will both be getting the wave missiles. MJ does 15 missiles in his runs, but this is a race, and you really don't want to be soft locking him on the rain 1 at the end, so.
Also going for the keg snipe, gets the snipe. Also the wall jump is very nice, and the deboost perfect.
Very nice. Yeah, really well done from Omni. Keg snipe Bubble Mountain is such a good strat. When Omni got no supers. They're on like a total of 1 super right now. This is such a meme. How many supers do they want to be on?
They want to have like 1 after wave, so 3 after this farm would be perfect. You can get away with 1 less, but yeah, 0 is definitely not the number. Unfortunately, he gets to 3 in the second farm.
Yeah, MJ gets lucky. Omni hopefully will also get lucky. If Omni gets 2, then he'll just be able to leave. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's really good drops from Omni. So 4 supers, comfy cozy.
Really nice, yeah. 4 generally also means you may get a health drop later and from a keg. So your health for Fantoon is quite comfy.
Yeah,
the magic number is 1 at wave beam. It's like the minimum. or you will rely on some RNG from the enemies you kill on the way to power bombs.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure both people do this really nice, kind of new single chamber strat where you actually get an extra farm.
MJ missed the bomb strat. Does try though, so good thing to try. Also tries to farm both the Sovas, doesn't get any supers.
Yeah, the bomb strat doesn't lose time if you perform it well, so that's why it's so nice to do. MGA going into business center. Wow, I haven't seen the first farm there yet. That's interesting.
Yeah, did he do like 4 farms? I saw him do 3 of them.
He did 4 farms, yeah.
Oh,
The first
wow.
jump did a diagonal upshot to farm the first Sova there at the bottom.
Yeah, and Omni does no farms because he has 4 supers, so
Full health,
save a
4
little bit of time.
supers. He doesn't need anything.
Yeah, Omni's just been gaming.
Yeah, like the extra crate tank, we said it, it's like 16, 17, 18 seconds, somewhere in that area. So Omni looks like maybe slightly in the lead still, but he gets 1 extra E-tank, so he won't get the time back later. But has some better time with health and maybe doing some less farming later.
Nice, and MJ gets the down grab. Red Tower's a really hard room in this category. It's been optimized to death. Let's see if Omni can get that down grab as well.
Perfect.
Let's go.
Was really smooth.
Yeah, that was really tight at the end there from Omni, but does get it. MJ pulls a 1547. Nice.
That's a really, really solid time. Also, Omni almost sub 16 with Great Tank is an amazing time. 16 flat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Omni like is theoretically ahead, accounting for the time loss of Great Tank. And he also got high jump missile. Like,
right.
Yeah, like Omni has high jump missile and Great Tank on MGA and is still only like 15 seconds behind. Like,
wow.
Come on. Okay, maybe a bit less happens to countercolors, but we didn't talk about that.
Okay, coming up. Ooh, MGA misses the down grab shots there. Let's go off the shot instantly because if you mess up the strat at the start of this Key Hunter room and you keep holding your shot, it's likely that you will fire off an X Factor, and that's never good. Because you have to wait for the particles. See if any.
Nice Ocean Fly. Nice double ocean fly. Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah.
They're like so synced. Holy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, MG is like 4 or 5 seconds ahead. Not even, actually. Gets in the door at like 1707, and Omni gets in at 1709. This is a really good race. Holy crap.
Yeah, also seen in Omni's face expression from the Ocean Fly. Ocean Fly is nothing easy to do with a missile or a charge shot.
Yeah, for sure.
It's quite precise timing.
Okay, so Fantoon. It sucks. They're gonna be looking for a 2-round. Omni does have 2 power rounds, MGA only 1, so Omni will be able to do 2 X Factors if he wants. But I think Omni does Pop Tune? Question mark?
Omni does Pop Tune, yeah.
Yeah, he did Pop Tune at one
just on screen.
Yeah.
Looks like slow pattern for both of them. First round.
Yeah. I'll track MGA, you track Omni.
Ooh, Omni misses the opening shots for the missiles. Hoping now for a quick opening. That was a quick opening for sure.
That was like a mid. MJ gonna be getting a slow flow.
The setup wasn't right, so opted to try to go for Dopplers. Because he didn't hit many. It's just gonna finish the fight off with a 3-round Dopplers.
Yeah, it looks like Omni in mild shambles. MJ with his slow finished off the second round with. Oh no! Oh no!
I'm pretty sure he wanted to shoot a missile. Like he was on a missile, and then got knocked back and probably tried to shoot at the same time, so it didn't come out. That's very unfortunate.
That's tragic.
Oh wow, MGA goes for the atomic deboost there. That's
Such a good
some kind
strat.
of that's the Hundo strat if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
It's ballsy to go for an KBDR. Also, yeah, not opting to do the deboost here. 185, 186 energy is it's just enough to do everything. But I usually look for over 200 energy to deboost out of left side supers.
Yeah. It's like a risky strat you
Realistic.
can go for. Not risky as in inconsistent, just risky as in it costs health.
Speaking of risky, nice ballistic threat from MGA.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Missed,
That one's risky.
missed the ending a little bit, but that's fine. Didn't use an extra super. Finished up the atomic with missiles. And Omni, I think 10 supers is likely to also go for ballistics. Let's see. Going into the right
Yeah,
of the
does have
door.
missile selected. Gets a double shot. Oh, misses the one missile. He's gonna have to do some
Okay, what
backups
does it
now.
do? Okay. You can do some kind of speed keep after the third atomic there to kill the last two enemies to save some ammo.
Mhm.
But just up the to go get the distance done and use the ammo.
Yeah,
So
looks
only
like.
a little bit gets a nice super drop though. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say MGA is gonna be a fair bit ahead at gravity, like a 2040 versus like a 2120 or something. Omni does get bowling spark though, a little low for what he wanted, but does get it.
Yeah. It was mainly Fentune. What was MGA's pattern? It was like slow
It
mid-ish.
was a slow.
Slow. Okay.
MGA
Now a
making his
big
way.
big
Go
strat
ahead.
for MGA. Mode ball. Nice. Gets it. Early morph to bounce and correct the door perfectly.
Gets the crab farm as well. Doesn't get a power bomb though, so
Is on 2 power bombs, so he probably will farm the B-Tom down red tower.
yeah, he has a good beat on farm strat though, so
Mm,
would be cool. Would be cool.
yeah, don't blink it. You'll miss it. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if he does the fast variation, but I would guess though.
he taught me the fast variation back when I ran
Nice.
KPDR. So
Yeah,
I'm like 99% sure he does the fast strat.
I really like this strat. It's just like a lot of people wait, but if you just shoot the block early, the B-Tom will jump for Samus instantly. And you lose
Yeah,
like 20-25 frames for this farm. It's a really quick farm.
yeah,
So
it's kind of
definitely
insane how quick
recommended.
the farm is. And I think like part of why that works is because B-Toms normalize the RNG when you enter a room that they're in. So you can just do the room at roughly the same speed, and the B-Tom will just jump out at you because that's the RNG it's given. But B-Toms just have a messed up AI anyways. Shoutouts to Nobody Nada and the PAL 0% tasks. Omni on 5 power arms is not going to have to do this farm.
Yeah, Omni looking like a little bit shakier, hopefully going into Meridia who can get back their focus to this race. There's still a lot of things that can happen, like just a missed opener on Dragon, for example.
Yeah, Boston X Factor, Dragon X Factor, Dragon the fight. Just there's a lot of things that can go wrong. So just gotta play your best and finish the race strong.
MGA is definitely hoping for some drops from Batwoon. Is quite low on resources here.
Yeah,
X
absolutely.
Factor.
You generally want to do that pattern hitless, so a little bit late, but does get a power bomb and 2 supers, so is what he
Like
wanted, just not
the
more.
minimum requirement. It's
Exactly.
nice to have more power bombs at this point, because now you kind of rely on power bombs from Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need many power bombs going into Low North, and you also have crabs. Also, you've got 2 power bombs from these guys, so
That's That seals the deal, yeah.
Yeah. Also Yahtzee. Okay,
Full
full
hearty
happy?
setup.
Nice. I would get that super. Yeah. Yeah, on 2 supers you definitely want a super if the mock trade will give you one. So I'm gonna go for the morph setup. Oh! I think he might have been trying to go for a double X there and just missed the up super. But does finish the fight in 2 rounds. But does need a couple
Still have the
supers.
health. Only gets 1 super. It's also quite low on missiles, so we are likely gonna see a farm here after
Yeah.
the tank.
Does get the Yahtzee though.
Nice Yahtzee. MGA, traditional load setup for Dragon.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
it is the optimal opener because it doesn't cause any lag frames versus Rain Dance and the Azul setup all cause lag. Does miss that short charge for the
And now gets into
now
Super
it's
City.
infinite,
Wow.
yeah, holy swoops. So yeah, it's gonna try to finish the fight off here. I think that spark was low, so pseudo screw here.
Like
Not enough.
Not quite enough. Maybe an up spark.
Oh!
Still had time to jump. 43 health, 0 supers, so definitely needs good drops here to even have enough health to spark back.
Yeah. Oh, I would have gotten that health.
It's
123
yeah,
is not a lot.
not enough. You need like 135-ish to make it the full way. We may see Wumple jump a little bit further and then a spark.
Yeah,
See
I'm
what
always
MGA
scared to do that
decides.
because then, like, if you miss it, then oh, so Omni missed a particle there. Might have missed 2. Either way, this is I have to use like oh, he missed the short charge. Oh, this is kind of a disaster.
MGA just decided to spark early and fall short, which is fine.
Yeah, and that was a high spark for Omni, so just gonna try and clean this thing up.
Get these missiles, nice. These drops despawn so quick, it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So MGA
Okay, Omni finishes off Dragon. Plasma Spark? Question mark?
doesn't have enough health.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Definitely buff 70. Not sure about the exact number. But yeah, MGA quite low on resources here. Pretty low health. Health may be fine because high power bomb count, so he might get some more health drops from the crafts later.
Yeah.
But also only 4 supers, which is the bare minimum you want to have here to get through the game.
And also 1 missile, which really isn't a big deal because the next thing you really need missiles for is like Turian. But yeah, it's just not a good situation to be in.
Omni gets a nice Wumple jump.
And is able to spark the rest of the
sparks late. That's fair.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a backup spark you could do somewhere, but probably not because
Nothing plasma spark.
True.
You could use a 550 plasma spark. Like
that'd be actually so sick. Maybe that's the strat if you don't have enough health for reverse halfy is do Wumple and then do Plasma Spark with your spike suit.
Omni also on 5 power bombs, so definitely will get a lot of health coming out of Meridia on these crab farms we see now where MGA is.
When he skips a crab.
Yeah, that farm. I mean, it's not the worst time, but it's like 20 frames to grab the extra health there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely being aggressive arrows.
Mm-hmm. Omni goes for a more old school version nowadays than the Plasma Spark. Very nice. Plasma Room is just an amazing room.
It's such a good room.
Entirety.
Also, speaking of good rooms, MGA.
Wow.
Oh my
god.
Oh.
Did he get the
he's such
morph? Wow.
He's so good at this game. Yeah, so that's a ridiculously difficult strat for a lot of reasons. number one, the run press on the ice gates room to get blue at that specific spot is ridiculously tight. You have to release run at a very specific spot, and then you have to manage your space jump through this room going incredibly fast, so it's hard to like properly react to whatever you're doing. And then you have to do the platform, so just a lot of inputs really fast that are all really precise while you're moving fast.
Right.
So it's
and then the space
really
jump
difficult.
through the door to top it off, which is amazing.
Yeah, really impressive movement from MGA. Nice, and gets the moonfall down through the door.
That's my favorite moonfall of the game. 100%. I love it.
It's a good
Like
moonfall.
the tiny wiggle to make you grab the door.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm contractually obligated to say Sports One Moonfall is my favorite moonfall for obvious reasons. But I mean, that's a good one.
Yeah, Omni making his way into ice. We see the normal jump morph. Didn't get the morph in time. And MGA with a chronic boost. Fast thread in this route.
Yep.
Very clean.
Well done.
Just sub 30 LN elevator. That's an amazing time. It's definitely on pace for like for 43, of course. Didn't expect anything less, right? No.
Yeah.
Can definitely get a really, really solid time here in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna set up for Pillar Spark. Should be good. Gets it nice. And does top shelf, of course. I expect nothing less. Now this Warstream shot is something.
And
Nice.
wow.
Yeah, hitting that right side pirate shot twice, and then the middle pirate once, and then hitboxing the top one with a charge shot, and also opening the door. So, just superb strats.
Still baffles my mind that people actually RTA that strat.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's not easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, just practice does mess the opening up of that room up a little bit, so only gets to kill one key counter instead of the normal two, but just a little bit of time loss on the lag frames here, so we'll be fine.
Then omnigazer entering low and off air, slightly behind.
Yeah, about a minute and a half, which is a fair bit. Not really MJ's race to lose because he can still just die at a bunch of points, including Ridley. But I believe in him.
I've seen low health drops here. Yo, the first.
Okay.
Was that 6 supers? I'm pretty sure that was
yes,
6
that was
supers.
6 supers from the first pirate.
The first pirate.
Yeah.
He got no health. He's on 48 health.
This is really scary. I
know MG. Okay, like being MGA farming in this room means okay, I'm actually low health here. Like that has to mean something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's also
a wise decision. Yeah, it's a wise decision for the race. Doing damageless Ridley in this category isn't super hard, but Ridley can do things that you just sometimes can't avoid. So it's definitely good to have a couple hits in.
Yeah, going in on 2 hits kill me no matter what is not a good situation in a race. So yeah, and you'll see he's playing it pretty safe with the rolling under Ridley's tail.
Yeah.
Man, I missed this fight. Now I didn't run new route and I have to do crappy Ridley. I missed blasting away and doing it in 20 shots. Such a good fight.
Mm-hmm. Even though Hundo is still quite a bit faster fight, it's so much harder with the supers. So KPDR 20 shots is just a very comfy fight at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
After enough practice.
Yeah, and you'll see he took 60 damage in the fight, so if he hadn't farmed, he would have died.
Need 2 power bombs. You like to have 3, depending on if you use a power bomb and key hunter stairs up. Also not the best health amount. See if we adjust any strat because of that. Like there's an option that you don't go for the wasteland deboost if you have low energy, because we have plasma. We can do a pretty fast strat still. which is like maybe about 2 seconds slower.
Mhm.
Power bomb is placed low. Looks like a deboost.
Nice, and gets the speed ball as well, so very nice. How did Omni take a hit there? What?
That?
That must have been like a pixel or two away from taking that hit, and nice
That
ending
was
there.
a nice fight.
That's a solid fight. What was that hitbox? Oh my god, MGA is a madman. Oh, it was Ridley in iframes, so Ridley didn't hit Samus? Makes sense. Though, I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, MGA 41 energy, but due to plasma beam, the usual strat, generally the default strat here is to kill all 3 with 2 shots. MGA decides to go a little bit safer, doing a 3-shot strat.
Yeah.
Because he was below 1 hit.
Yeah. It's really like you're ahead in the race, so you just don't want to die, because that's pretty much the only comeback mechanic at this point, is just like dying. But you can also still get catch-up. So yeah. Tries to missile those waivers for lag reduction, but misses the missile.
Very decent and an escape. Oh, Omni also making this into the last room of Lone Offer escape. There's a little bit more health. We may see the 2-shot strat here.
Oh, nice. Good 2-shot.
There is a way to make it faster with a deboost, but it's quite hard actually to do that. Especially if you mess it up and you have to shoot. Plasma beam is just a very laggy beam in that room, so it's very beneficial to just kill them all and go through as fast as possible.
Absolutely. It's just like you really want to go with whatever strat you're comfortable with and whatever you can hit most consistently. So for a lot of people, that's the 2-shot or even the 3-shot. So it's all up to personal preference, which is kind of part of what I love about this game. Anyways, I think Omni made up like 30 seconds in that lower Warfare.
Yeah, it definitely looks closer.
Yeah, I think I think he's leaving Norfair like a minute behind, but he entered Lower Norfair a minute 30 behind. I think that was between like the Ridley fight and then
the farm before Ridley for MGA.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, these rooms that Omni is going through now, that just MGA went through, are often quite underrated. They are not really difficult rooms. It's just some space jumping, etc. But it's definitely worth to like look at them, optimize them once, and then practice them a little bit, so you just never lose a lot of time here.
Absolutely.
It's a very nice door adjustment there from omnigazer. Also decides to no farm, just completely fine on his resources.
Yeah, this is pretty much ideal resources for Omni. MGA not far behind either in resources. 8 supers is very good. So yeah. MGA with a 3730.
Yeah, in general, if you group, the good grouping in M1 costs like about 60 energy. But also I think MGA doesn't even group room 1. So we see a slightly faster strat from MGA here in room 1, most likely.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see if MJ just 4 supers M1, because he has 8 supers, which is really the max for KPDR. Because if you have 10 supers after the gate farm, then you can use 1 on the gate, 1 on the G4 door, and then you're at 8. And you don't really want to be farming these guys.
Omni tried to go for the slightly more optimal, slightly faster Terminator strat there. Unfortunately, bonks the door at the end.
Tragic. Omni did get a super drop from the Green Pirates, so we'll be at 9 supers, which is true max.
Could get 2.
No,
because you're using one.
you use one after the green barrels. Technically, you could missile the red door,
Okay,
but
here,
yeah,
one. Very nice. He's with 7, pretty comfy. But he misses room 2, still pretty good super count, 9 supers. Room
Yeah.
3 is the room which you just don't want to group or anything, because this strat is just so extremely fast, the Space Zone strat.
Yeah, absolutely. Room 3, you really don't want to be grouping. So yeah, now you can just super room 4, and you'll be fine.
Nice. Perfect ammo.
Hmm.
Super to spare, so that's always comfy.
Yeah, so I think MJ will be going for Boomer Skip. He recently learned Stachio Skip, but he then said that it broke for him, so he's going for Boomer Skip. I don't know if he's sorted that out yet, and it looks like he's going to be going for Boomer Skip. So glad to see more Boomer Skippers.
Omni also went for the fast M1.
Nice.
James looks good. Nice. Gets
I thought he was going to go for a
jump.
5 jump. Yeah. Gets the 6 jump, so really solid skip. I thought he was going to go for the really aggressive 5 jump, which I think he could have, but then just decided to play it safe.
Yeah.
So yeah, Omni, I think, is like one of the only KPDR runners to go for space jump skip, which is the optimal KPDR skip that was like known before Stachio Skip. I don't know if Stachio Skip beats space jump skip.
I'm pretty sure it does, yeah.
It probably does, because new tech is cringe. This health is scary for MGA. Took 10 on the Zev skip and then took a bunch of damage there. Gets the first part of space jump skip for Omni.
Had
nice.
one little wedge there, so decided to do an extra jump.
Yeah.
Very
that
nice.
waiver was scaring me, but very nice for Omni. Good tech.
Now it's for MGA, it's 20 shots to the win, pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's a very quick fight here. When
into
other rank starts to do anything, it's half over.
That's pretty accurate, actually.
I think at like shot 8, she starts to do things.
Ooh, okay. That meatball.
It's a bit scary.
What? That's insane RNG! That's so good. She did an onion ring right before shot 20, and then he hit her with shot 20. So she just went straight into rainbow. That's nigh optimal.
Would have been catch up instead.
Yeah.
Most likely in most cases. Yeah.
Yep.
Omnigazer has a little bit more health to spare in this fight. It's definitely safer with a lot safer with 4 tanks. Sometimes you can get some really bad patterns from French fires and bombs.
Yeah.
That are hard to dodge.
Just need to not get double hit by catch-up is the big thing.
Might get a thicker catch-up here. No, okay. Right. Wasn't exactly good. Damage is down, and also two finishes probably in this race today.
You'll love to see it. Love to see gamers finishing the race.
Yeah. Overall, Omni really, I'm impressed by the early game, honestly. Like,
absolutely.
That was amazing. Then unfortunately had Fantoon go a little off track, and after that fell a little bit apart, but definitely caught back well in Norfair.
Yeah, it looks like he golded Ridley to G4, which is sick.
Nice.
Yeah, even with the Fantoon and Rage, he was only plus 20 at gravity, so very well could have been like ahead of his PB by a bit, and then the Dragon incident was just that. But it could be like without the Dragon incident, he like wins or is very close to MJ here. But at this point, that's all just what could have been.
Right. MGA looking for a high 44 here to finish.
Yep. Yeah, Omni somewhere in the 45s.
This is up the door a little bit. A little bit
Yeah.
too much.
Infinite time loss.
And bonks the next door. That's interesting.
Going through Leodox now. Gets the moonfall.
Okay.
Bonks that ledge a little
They
bit.
go, Omni. Yes. Trying. Okay.
Oh,
3 tries, that's good enough. At some
Yep.
point it will happen that you get the spot.
I thought that was going to bonk that ledge for MGA. But it didn't. But yeah, MGA making his way onto the landing site and will be finishing in first place with an official racetime.gg time of 44 minutes and 52 seconds. GG.
GG to MGA and also GG to Omni. Great race.
Absolutely.
Omni last spark onto climb. Very nice. Very nice behemoth spark. One last challenge in Parlor where on PB pace this room can become quite impossible.
It's a hard room.
That was a really
yeah.
nice room though.
Yep, getting the steam
Almost
boost as well.
gets blue.
And finishes in second place with an official race time of 45 minutes 40 seconds. So GG's to both.
And looks like we are gonna be joined by both racers soon.
We are joined by our racers from today, MGA and Omni. How are y'all doing, GG's?
Hey, yeah, doing good. GG's, congrats, Omni. And yeah, it was a fun race. I was watching for like the first half, and it was really close.
Yeah, it really was. Then Omni had the Fantian incident, and then you both had Dragons, and Omni had a worse Dragon, and then it was kind of over. But Omni caught up a fair bit in LM, so definitely wasn't like super over. If you had like Baby Skip Shambles and then some other Shambles in Turian, then could have caught back up.
Right.
Yeah, GGMG. I figured it would be like that. Like when I was approaching Red Ship, I was even expecting I might be ahead at that point. But yeah, after Fantoon, it would still be an okay run for me. But Dragon ruined it for good. You know, final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of before Wrecked Ship, you had a 16 flat powerbomb time with high jump missile and with Crady tank. That's an absolute amazing early game from you. Especially for a race. Like, were there any nerves today, or did the reschedule the second race? Were you a lot more calm today in this race?
It felt like I was a lot more calm, but I guess it didn't help much because I think the Fantoon thing was definitely nerves. I'm not sure what happened in Dragon though. I mean, I missed my short charge, but I'm not exactly sure as to the reasoning. I mean, I felt okay, especially after those incidents. I was like, can't screw it up anymore now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in a race, it's you just have to recover from whatever mistakes you make and then keep on going. So that's just what it's all about since you only get one shot.
But yeah, it was an amazing showing of both of you. MGA, you hit some amazing strats here. For like the ice entrance, you got the full space jump combo. That must have felt nice, didn't it?
Yeah, I really like getting that strat. It always feels really good when you get it. It's so tight, so like you barely ever get it in a run, and then let alone in a race. It's cool.
That was amazing.
Yeah, MGA is known for that, and in my opinion, it's the hardest strat in KPDR. I can't think of anything else really.
Yeah, I think I would agree. It's probably like top 3 at least.
And then also worst room in the game. But you've been maining it for a while, and I know you're quite comfortable with it. But still, it's an amazing showing. A lot of people are not aware that that's the thing because you don't see it very often. Just a couple runners do it, so it's nice to see it in a race.
Yeah.
Oh, you did the Kishmo strat?
Not Kishmo. I think it's
Ah.
the AMH strat, anti-matter force.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
you
maybe.
think of the same strat, yes.
Oh, it's the same one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
We both did it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it is Kishmo. Okay, not bad.
Dang.
Yeah, amazing showing. That's like first round KPDR race. I knew I was excited for these KPDR races early on, and we definitely got an exciting race. Both of you, really nice show. Is the bracket already so far? Who's your next opponent at?
MJ is going to be playing Ruya next, and then Omni will be playing Tilt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sick. I'm so
Yeah, good luck,
glad.
MGA.
Yeah, good luck with that opponent, MGA.
Yeah, can we go
Yeah.
back to KPDR actually? Like, is there any other KPDR runners who want to face me?
I mean, I'm down.
Let's do round 2.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Round
was
three-
round
round
2.
three.
Yeah, but should be a really exciting race for both of y'all. I'm excited. And then, yeah, any final thoughts for either of you before we close this off?
Not really. Just, I mean, it's always fun racing KPDR with another homie, and yeah, I mean, this race looked really cool despite like all the mistakes that might have happened. So I'm really glad that we were able to show this off. So yeah, thanks, Omni.
Yeah, I agree with everything MGA said. I wasn't watching the MGA's run and the race, in the comms, but it felt good except for the shambles part. Like my splits say I managed to recover, and I'm glad that MGA beat me, obviously, because he deserves the win more. So yeah, good luck on your next match. I guess GG.
Yes, I'm glad your concept held it together today, MGA. Hope in
Yeah,
the future as well.
Yeah, Sam.
really. Held together by duct tape. We're powering through.
Yeah, but I mean, that's all. Then thank you to Timid for commentating with me. Thank you to MGA and Omni for providing us with a great race to commentate. If you would, please follow all 3 of us, plus me if you really want. Yeah, we've got a bunch of other races today, including one on this channel in 8 minutes. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. There's going to be, I can't remember who it is.
Oats and
Yeah.
Pitoil.
Yeah, Oats and Pitoil. On this channel
Thanks for comms, guys.
in 7 minutes now.